Like we all went hunting separately. Nick went out on
Yep.
his own. You went back to where the 12, we called it the 12, I guess, the big one.
Yeah.
You went
So
back to that field.
it was Monday morning, and my alarm's going off, and Sam is fucking hammer fisting me in the chest to wake me up. And I mean, I don't take gun hunting that serious. I literally only got out of bed for the tradition of going.
Yeah.
So I pull in there.
Which I'm surprised because some years you don't even do that.
Yeah. It was like.
But you had a buck tag in your pocket and lots of deer on the farms.
Yeah, lots of deer, and I'm going to Mexico in like less than 48 hours. So, it was daylight when I walked out there.
Yeah.
And got held up in the field right where we had an encounter with the big buck. Bunch of does came through, and I was trying to get to a stand that was 350 yards away to the south. Got back to the back of the field, and I just paused to survey what I could hear because it was
gun season, Mosey.
Well, and it was so crispy out from being so cold that night that you could hear a mile away. You could hear everything. So I knew I was going to make a shit ton of noise going back there. And the only reason I was going back there was, one, the camera back there had been really good.
Yeah, Tyler's buck.
Yeah.
The night before. Oh, that's what happened the night before. We forgot to talk about. We could hear commotion like crazy.
Yeah, Tyler's buck was fighting other bucks back there.
Yes. So we didn't see any of the bucks, but all night long you would hear like the bucks fight. And I'm not always right, but I kept saying, like, Nick, I can hear a buck fighting, and I thought it was back towards the trucks the whole time. Like, there was 2 times I remember specifically, like, Nick, I can hear a buck fighting, but I think it's back towards the truck.
Gracias.
I was wrong. It was not towards the truck. It was the opposite way, but there was bucks fighting.
Yeah, and the trail cameras proved that.
Yeah.
We didn't get the fights, but got all the bucks, got the posturing.
Fights in the background. You can hear it. Right.
There's a buck standing in a scrape while there's a fight happening.
And it was that's the thing. It was Tyler's buck, which we have not seen on the hoof yet this year. We've only had 2 or 3 encounters over the years. He's at least 6 or 7 years old, maybe older. Had been wounded. Like, it was it was kind of off character for this buck to be out in daylight, broad daylight, doing rut stuff. But we haven't got any proof of life of him yet either, have we?
Yeah, no, not since that day.
Which gun season opened
historically, that's when he leaves anyway.
True, he does leave.
But we'll see what happens. So I'm trying to tiptoe back to that stand, and I stop, and there was like a perfect tree that had another tree come up that would give me cover. So I just stopped and I leaned up against it, and I probably wasn't there 3 to 5 minutes. I can hear stuff moving down in the valley. So I pull up the binos,